Saving Greens Homestead. And you guys, I just wanted to bring you out here and just show you a little bit of my garden right now. There's some things that I noticed when I came out that I noticed that I need to harvest. And there's some things that I've already harvested that I didn't get on video prior to that because it needed to come down right away. All these apples that I had right here, I took all those Anna's apples that I had down. Look at this. I've got a very ripe Anna's Noir tomato and another one that I'm going to harvest today because it's going to be ready. I only have a couple of apples still hanging on the other side. Those are Golden Dorset apples. Unfortunately, I didn't get to my Anna's apples fast enough before the bugs got to them when they ripened up. And so I have a few of them that have some holes in it, so I have to investigate, see if there's anything in them. If not, then I can use them for something. But look at this guy. You guys, I am out here in my pajamas. I just told off on myself. Tiger, you told off on me. You know that? You just told off on me, kitty. But hopefully I don't trip over any cats this time. You guys, I've been pulling tons of tomatoes off of this Prairie Fire tomato plant. And there's still more. There's still a lot more that is ready to be pulled. So, and then I've been trying to school this melon up this trellis because I think it smothered the Malabar, the spinach that I had growing in there. I went around and I sprayed my plants for hornworms, and it was doing good for a while there, I guess, but I'm starting to see some more damage from them. And you guys, this Thorburns terracotta is still producing. There's a tomato right there. There's some others hanging out. I'm looking forward to those. Keeping my eye on this Honeycrisp. These other ones are getting sun scalded up here, but I'm keeping my eye on them. It's been hot, and it's only going to get worse. It, of course, is windy, but it has been hot, and all this week we've been in the triple digits, and we're going to be that way for a good 7 to 8 days consecutive, and then it's going to finally come down into the high 90s, but still, it's just hot. So, unfortunately, the coolest part of the day, or cooler part of the day, is during the windiest part of the day. So, all of these figs, this fig tree is just loaded with figs. These peach trees, the peaches are starting to ripen. I'm keeping my eye on them. I'll know when they're ready because the birds will be out here trying to attack them. There are some big ones, even though I didn't thin them. There are some big ones on here, but not as many. They're all pretty medium, small to medium size, which is fine by me. But this is what I wanted to show you. This peach tree, the limbs are so weighed down and heavy, they're bending over. I can't even walk through this part of my garden anymore, through this way. I have to walk around. And the other one is even worse. Look at that. It's hanging even lower. So, with these peaches ripening, they're putting on a lot of they're filling up and plumping up with a lot of juice and sweetness and goodness that is weighing down this peach tree limbs. So I'm gonna have to think of something soon to do. It doesn't look like it's straining too much. Right there. Doesn't look like it's straining too much, but I don't want it to snap either. So, but it's such a beautiful sight. All these peaches. And then I have some stuff that's ready that I wanted to show you. Like, I have some more pink brandywine, and then this white ox heart. White or pink? I can't see the tag. Let me see. I think it's a pink. That's a pink ox heart. I can't wait to harvest that one. I'm harvesting it today, but I can't wait to taste it because it'll be my first time trying a pink one. I've posted in a video the white ox heart. I have some very large tomatoes that are not quite ready yet that I'm keeping my eye on. I just heard the water turn on, so I gotta hurry up because I need to get these harvested. But look at this. I got some more black strawberry, and this plant is loaded with them. Just loaded with fruit. And not just right here, all back behind this trellis. There's just tons of them. So I'm happy for that. And I'm gonna have to harvest these other ones over here. But I'm gonna do another review on the black strawberry one. None of my Kellogg breakfast tomatoes are ready. They're not even blushing yet. I'm watching them though. I'm waiting. Look at this, you guys. Look how pretty this looks. It just looks like a jungle. With all this corn. The corn and all these sunflowers are serving a purpose for me this year. And I am going to show you what that purpose is and talk some more about that when I get to the other side over there. I just wanted to show you the sunflower. Look how pretty. And I'll show you what I mean. But, ooh, this pineapple. I'm going to be harvesting off of here soon because these are starting to blush off of this pineapple plant. Tomato plant. So yeah. And then I have these are black creme, I believe. I don't know where the little tag went. Oh yes. Okay, these are black creme. And they're ready, so I'm gonna take those off today too. This is just another angle of that jungle. This is just the opposite side. I'm glad this bed decided to start filling in, and the peppers are starting to do better. They're big plants now and putting on fruit, so I'm happy for that. This white pumpkins, look at that. There's quite a few of them up in there. Cool. But yeah. Everything is just growing so crazy because it's so hot. And so it's the ideal time for everything. Growth and bugs and everything. That's a yellow patty pan. I've got others that are forming, but that's the only one that's ready right now that I'm going to take off. Those are blushing. I'm going to take those too. And then I think I have some on here that are ready, yes. I did a taste review on these. These are black zebra. Did a taste review on those. Very tasty, very good. You have to go back and look at the video to see the inside and get a good view of them. But I came over here so I could show you the zucchini, dark zucchini. You guys see him down there? He's big, but he's ready to go, so I'm gonna be taking him off today too. And yes, I know I was supposed to do this bed after my husband harvested those cabbages, and it's been a little while and I haven't gotten out here to do it because you guys, it's hot. It's so dang hot. And well, I don't know, by the time you guys see this, it might be the day of our anniversary, July 13th. 25 years married. So my hubby took off this whole week for us to spend together, and we were supposed to go and do some stuff, and we might still, but so far we're just taking it easy and relaxing here at home. Okay, so I told you there's a reason and a purpose why I have all those corn and sunflowers growing up around everything. So I live in the high desert of Southern California, and like I said, we've been in triple digits and the sun is brutal. Look at that tomato. These are German giant. What are they called? I looked it up earlier. Giant Belgium. Okay, these are giant Belgium. But look, this is why I have the corn and the sunflower shade in my plants. Because look at the sun damage on these tomatoes. Now that's what, four damaged tomatoes by the sun. So 5 damaged tomatoes by the sun. And I have one good one that's on there that's ready right now that I'm going to take off. But you guys, I don't want to lose fruit because of the sun. It's so powerful. And so I've planted on purpose a lot of corn and sunflowers around. This one is the red zebra. It's blushing. There's a few of them on here blushing. I already harvested a lot off of this plant, but it looks like I'm gonna have to harvest some more. So, and then I have melons that are sprawling out, which is fine. That's what I wanted. These cucumbers aren't really doing anything. I'm having a hard time this year in Tomato Row with getting things to grow well. Look at that one. That one is a great white. That one is ready. So I'm going to be picking that one too. But yeah, I've been having a hard time with Tomato Row this season. Stuff is growing, but minimally. Not like it should. All my pepper plants are struggling. My tomato plants are struggling. And I know what the reason is for down the way. I know why they're struggling so bad. Because down the way, let me show you. I mentioned this before, but I didn't get it. I never published that video. I mentioned it before, but I never published that video. But down here, oh, I want to stop and show you this real quick. Look at this sunflower. Look how pretty that is. Oh, the wind. Here, let me help you out. That is a pro-cut plum sunflower. It's so pretty. But, as I was saying, the problem that I've been having over here in Tomato Row, I'm still trying to nail it down as to what the main culprit is. Look at those jalapenos and peppers. And when I was visiting at a fellow YouTuber's house, and they live up here in my area, their channel is called R&S Homestead. Her name is Sheila, and while I was visiting with her, she clued me in on something. She didn't even realize it, and then I told her. So I have this fruitless mulberry tree, okay, right there, and I have my beds right here, probably a good maybe 30 feet away from the tree, 20-30 feet. But I couldn't figure out why, and here's a piece right here that's above ground that I pulled out, that you can see what I mean. All these roots are growing inside this bed, and for the life of me I could not figure out where those roots was coming from, because there was nothing to show for it. It's not roots from the plants, because at the time when I noticed how bad they were, there was no plants in this bed at all, not even weeds. So I couldn't figure it out. Well, while I was at her house, she was talking about how she puts all her potted plants that she has around her mulberry. There's a barrier between the plant and the dirt, because the roots from the mulberry tree goes up. It grows toward where the nourishment or water or nutrition or whatever, and so it'll grow up into your pots and form all these little network of roots. And so that's what's happening here. I didn't bring my hand shovel so I can show you, but when I dig down in here, it's hard, for one, to dig in through here, because let me show you. There's all these roots in here, and this is just the surface. As you dig deeper, there are more. It's hard to dig through. It's such a webbed network of roots that I have to take a big shovel and dig a big hole in order to plant some little plants in here, because there's no way that my little hand shovel will dig through it effectively enough. And so it's taking a toll on these plants. These plants are getting choked out by those and stripped of nutrition by those roots. So like these pepper plants are the same. They're growing really slow. The cucumbers that I planted in here are starving, and they're thirsty, and it's because those roots suck everything out of this bed. Now you see the pellets that I have down in there are alfalfa pellets to kind of give this bed a little bit more a boost of nitrogen, but still it's not helping. It's not helping, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this bed now, because this bed is ineffective for me. And I need something that's going to produce, or allow me to produce, some good food in it. And this way it's just not working. So she was pointing out that it most likely could be the mulberry, my fruitless mulberry. But I noticed that in other beds further out, I have that issue too. So I'm thinking maybe the oleander roots are coming up in these beds. Had I known that that was a possibility, I would have, when I dug down to dig out these beds and put the organic matter that I put down in there, and wood chips and branches and stuff, then I would have made sure that those beds or boxes were sealed off to where, nothing could get in them. But It is what it is. So I think what I'm gonna do before next season start, I think I'm gonna dig those first 2 beds out and completely, and dig down a little bit lower and try and put something underneath there that will separate it and close it off. I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. But it seems like such a loss, because that whatever I grow in there is gonna starve because those roots from that tree. If you guys have any ideas about it, let me know down in the comments. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started pulling these, harvesting these tomatoes and zucchinis and stuff that I showed you, and I will post some pictures at the end of this video showing what I harvested. And you guys, I will be back Friday with more tomato tasting and reviews on Fruity Friday, so be looking out for that. You guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, you guys, God bless.